Waqf bill is going to be passed tonight. That's what we hope. That's what we believe will happen. But let me start by saying this nation tonight is at the crossroads after an intense day-long debate in Parliament. We are, as of now, just hours away from a vote that can correct one of the biggest historical injustices in independent India, the unchecked power of the Waqf boards. This is the moment of reckoning, a reckoning of how for decades the Congress has used the Waqf as a tool of gradual and unfair appeasement, a mechanism of unchecked land control, encroachment, a weapon to twist the very spirit of our Constitution. The Congress has not just bent the law, mutilated the Constitution, it has bulldozed constitutional morality to serve its petty politics. Every time an election was near, every time, the Congress has empowered the Waqf a little bit more. Why do they do it before every election? Because every time they feel their grip on power is slipping, they hand over more and more land, more and more authority, more and more unchecked power to a group of rich Muslims. So let's call this out for what it is. This is a betrayal of the founding principles of our country, a betrayal of the Constitution. So let me rewind the clock. 1954. The Congress government established the state Waqf boards through the Waqf Act. Now remember, it was an administrative decision, a legal construct, not a divine decree. And the Congress was never content with the Waqf board existing as a mere administrative body. Therefore, in 1995, when it felt it needed to appease Muslims a little bit more, 3 years after Babri, the Congress went into full-blown Muslim appeasement mode. And what they did was that they rewrote the Waqf Act and gave it absolute overriding power. The courts of the country were barred from intervening in Waqf disputes. This reverses the burden of proof. The Waqf can now come to your house, lay claim to your land, and it is not they who must prove it, that your land is yours. It is you, the rightful owner, who must prove that it is yours. Now imagine the sheer injustice. Your property, your land, your home, everything the Congress wants to give over to the Waqf. But if the Waqf thinks it belongs to them, you must fight to prove your ownership. Since when did we start this policy in our country? Guilty till proven innocent. If the Waqf comes to your house, wherever in India, and says, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, this is our Waqf land, you will have to prove that it is yours. And if the Waqf rules against you, you have no right to question it anywhere, not even in the Supreme Court of India. Then comes 2013. Just imagine the betrayal of the Congress party. How terrible the actions of Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and all are. The Congress government drowning in corruption scandals that we exposed, I exposed, staring at certain defeat in the 2014 elections, decided that we must pull out our most audacious stunt yet. It passed another amendment giving Waqf boards limitless and absolute autonomy. Months before the general elections, the Congress denotified 123 prime properties in Delhi and handed them over to the Waqf board like a prize. And had this bill not been introduced by the Modi government today, then the land beneath each of our feet must have been claimed by the Waqf in the near future. This is the extent of the damage the Congress is willing to do to cling to power. This is the level of Muslim appeasement they want to do. It's not a party for all. It's a party only for certain sections of Muslims. And if you think this is just about Waqf, then think again. This is part of the same pattern. The same Congress that hands over the land to the Waqf is the Congress that denied Muslim women their right in the Shahbano case. The same Congress that talks of secularism is the same Congress that glorified the Mopla riots. The same Congress that claims to stand for social justice is the same Congress that used reservations as the permanent tool of political blackmailing, despite Ambedkar himself warning against it. But tonight the game is up. Tonight we are debating a bill that should have been passed decades ago. So celebrate tonight. Because tonight we are ending 40 years of extreme Muslim appeasement by the Congress party. Tonight is about whether we as a nation will allow this blatant appeasement to continue. Does any other religious group in this country enjoy the unchecked powers to seize land, override judicial review, and operate above the Constitution? Any religion? No. Nation is watching. Enough is enough. The people are listening. The vote is just hours away. And history will not forgive those who stand on the wrong side of it.